Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So in the last video I showed you here this bullish breakout pattern, a descending broadening wedge, and the price has just broken out of it. I think it has developed in a way that we can actually see this generally not only as a descending broadening wedge, but as a generally just a descending wedge, right? So we can draw it like that as well, so it doesn't matter. Both are bullish breakout patterns, and it did break out. As you can see here, had 1, 2, 3 touch points, and here with the fourth touch point, it did break out. Now, what did we do? We even moved out of it, closed the 4-hour candle above it. Then we retested it on the 4-hour from above, which is a positive sign. And since then we have been going up, and we have even moved up. It looks currently like above previous highs. So that's generally considered bullish, yeah, because what you do is you break out of a bullish pattern and you start to move up. And now if we get the volume, and I'm not sure how much volume we get today because it's sort of the last trading day of the week. Okay, not in crypto, but generally across the markets. But still, it is a generally rather bullish sign that works well together with my assumption for Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is going to go up first, and of course Solana would follow. But what I need to say that every crypto moves in its own waves. So they all have different charts, yeah. I mean, the Solana chart looks completely different to the Bitcoin chart. And also, for example, Solana chart looks completely different to Polkadot. Terra Luna looks completely different to Solana and to Bitcoin. So the comment many people make that everything is following Bitcoin, it's just wrong. Of course, there are relationships, and like for example, a tech stock would be in line with the Nasdaq broadly, but of course they still move in their individual waves. So there can be exceptions, and if Bitcoin goes up, Solana could, for example, go up much more. Yeah, if it just broke out of a pattern, for example. So that is just what we see here, and this is getting interesting now because we have a breakout, and generally, and purely based on what typically would be expected, the target for this breakout would now be the beginning of the wedge, which is roughly here at $143. So no guarantee it's going to get there, but if you do trading, you need to monitor your trades all the time. But this is certainly very interesting because the momentum could change at any time again, right? There are a lot of resistance levels along the way. For example, $122 and the $103 level. They are both resistance levels, and then we've got the $143 level. So I think personally that we're going to see some upside from here. Now that we broke out, we need to see some volume at the moment. Yeah, don't really see that additional volume, but it is going up. But yeah, in line with Bitcoin, because for Bitcoin I would expect a little bit of a further increase as well. I did explain that all in the Bitcoin video before. However, we would turn around again and move further to the downside. But as I said yesterday, and that is not a coincidence in my opinion, that this target area here in green, or in yellow, that is obviously the area where already in November we talked about Solana having the highest likelihood, first of all, of getting into in the correction, and then also to turn around. And what did it do? It touched again that fib level, which is the 61.8% fib level of that whole move. Yeah, the 61.8 is exactly here where you see the green line. It touched it and it's starting to move up again. Yeah, and this is maybe coincidence, maybe not, but this is also the resistance level of this descending wedge, pretty much here just above it, and we're breaking out of it as well. So yeah, looking interesting. $105, by the way, is another, or 105, 106 is, by the way, another support resistance level, and that was broken as well. So we are comfortably above, well, not comfortably, but we are above that level at the moment. We can see we get some pushback. The buyers get some pushback here. There are some wicks to the upside, which you would normally not expect if you start to really move up from here. But yeah, what we can see generally is that we have had that bullish crossover on the MACD. Now that again was good forecasting tool for what is happening here, because typically when you see those bullish crossovers on the MACD, they also work out. The RSI is currently just about to move into the bullish range on the 4-hour chart, and the ADX and the I is just about to do a bullish crossover and to give a long signal. Now it's not confirmed yet, but it's looking not too bad for Solana. Here as well on the 8 hour, we've got now a bullish crossover. Yeah, so that could mean further upside potential. And also here the RSI is moving higher, but still in the bearish range on the 8 hour. And I believe, yes, the daily chart is now also starting to turn around on the MACD. Still very early days here, but and still a short signal as well. So we don't really have all the confirmations, but do you need them all? That's up to you to decide. What I can tell you is that we broke out of this pattern. We have retested on the 4 hour. We are starting to move up. I personally expect a little bit more upside now. Nothing major. Bear in mind, we are still in a downtrend. In my opinion, that is not broken yet. That overall downtrend here, because it came down quite impulsively, and what is coming up here currently looks very corrective still to me. Yeah, still corrective. So going long in a correction, not sure. I wouldn't do it personally. Yeah, even though we broke out here, because we don't have the volume. Yeah, the volume is not there, so it is risky. Yeah, it is risky. And if we take a look at how this is looking like, yeah, bear in mind on the 1 hour you can see that you actually have not come above that previous rejection point. So the price ideally gets above, first of all, 108. That's the first confirmation. That's when here on the hourly it was rejected previously, and then also 109. So let's keep it 109, because this is the wick of the previous high. So this will naturally be a resistance level, and I think here we could face some rejection. And then if we get above that, next target would be that $122 level up here. And then if we break that, 130, and then we would get to the beginning of the wedge, and then the price target would be fulfilled. So that is how I see Solana now. So short-term upside potential, as I said before, is always possible, but generally I don't think we have seen the lows yet, not in the way how Solana and how impulsive it came down here previously. But this area for me, again, was an area of buying. So I have my limit orders set here around this area, around the target area, dollar cost averaging in the target area. And yeah, for me, that was another buying point here, as per with in line with my buy orders that I publish on Discord for channel members. So I do use them, and I use them to fill my bags in a dip, because my view is that even if it goes a little bit lower, first of all, having that medium term, longer term view, because at the moment the crypto market, the daily volatility, it is especially here at the moment where we are not in a clear trend yet, very hard. A lot of people burning their fingers at the moment. Yeah, so just filling the bags at the moment in the dips, and then taking profits when we start to move up in an uptrend. Yeah, this was not yet confirmed uptrend here, that run up. Yeah, we did not move above the 200-day moving average. We did not break the $158 level. So we were not in a confirmed uptrend yet. So yeah, that's my view. That's how I see Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.